Alright, so we are reviewing this question that was posted. We'll just try to work for about 5 minutes so that the students can get to their other question. So this assembly is a question here that was given. They have asked you to do several things. So I'm going to do this exam in about 10 minutes maximum, and we will stop there. So, title, skill, symbol. Shoot, I lost my line.
Look at you.
Alright, so you could just drop it in. The reason I did not put the colon is because my shift is not working. Alright, so we just drop in the skill, which is there already. We're going to draw the symbol now. And from here, the measurements for the symbol, radius 5, radius 10. You understand that, Thierry? Thierry,
Yes.
do you understand that?
Yes.
What are the two measurements for the symbol? 5 and good. The length is 20. Alright, so so symbol is in. Just tidy it up just a little bit. Of course, the layers for these things are not done properly, but time is of the essence. Alright, so that's finished. Scale, title, symbol. Alright, so let's get to the drawing. Alright, to complete this drawing, you take a look at it. It's an assembly. I'm going to start with the plan view. Even though the question did not ask you to do the plan view, I'm going to do the plan view because a lot of the measurements are in the plan view. 110 across. We do our circle here, and that is a diameter 20, diameter 40. So radius 10 and a radius 20. Over here, just gonna offset. So for this 110, we have here 66 going across. And then the height of this piece, maybe I should download this image. Alright, so we have 80, we're going to offset 40, come down 40, come up 40, and we trim. So this is the main outline of this piece that's at the bottom, and this is our plan view. Remember, CXC has only asked us to do a front and end view. So I'm going to start my front view by projecting upwards. And when we come here, going up here is 20. Come across the same 66. Now Israel saw you measuring these types of things. We don't need to measure 66 because we have 66 down here. You understand that? You understand what we just did?
Yes, sir.
The line here is 66, but I already drew it down here, so I don't need to measure that. Alright, so I'm just going to trim off here, and this piece that I just drew up is at the top here. So I'm going to draw out my 72, actually offset my 72. 72 is from this bottom piece, and just bring that across. From here now, bring up the lines to make the front. Nathaniel's, y'all are following? So we got another 38. Right, so now we'll offset over here first, which is 15. Well, not offset, I'll draw it. So the line over here is 15. Let me just bring that to where it's supposed to be. And then we bring this one here to where that is supposed to be, and we trim. Alright, so we'll leave this here for now. Alright, so that's the front view, well, some of the front view. We're not going to waste any time. We want to draw in our end. Because remember, CXC wants us to do an end view. Now, if when you're practicing, you try to line up these views the same time, it will save you a lot of time when you're doing the exam. So this little piece that I'm projecting, anybody knows which piece that I've projected? The same circular piece there. You understand? So I am deleting the lines around that, because when this circular piece comes across, we're going to see that light up there by itself. Over here, we're just going to draw the base. So the base comes across long. Yeah, bricks. Yeah. And we draw across the base, and we draw it up. Now, the only thing that I am trying to achieve here is I want to have the body of these pieces done. So down in the plan view, there's a 12, which is a rib or a web. I'm just going to offset this 6 to the left and right, and that is our web, and that end view is basically finished. Well, the body of it. I'll just drop the web in the plan where it's supposed to be. And this is the point where I will stop, because at this stage you just need to assemble. So we're going to put in the base here. There are several measurements in this bottom piece, 8 up and 36 across. So we come up here, 8, half of 36 gives us 18. So we have our 18 going across. Everybody's following?
Yes, sir.
So this is the top now of this piece here. So we got our 36 in, we just dimension and see if it is correct. So we got our 36 and 20, subtract 12 is 8, so we got our 8. So now we're just going to draw the remainder of this piece here. So it's 55 to the left, 55 to the right. Come across here 55, and I'll come down 12. And we'll just draw in this 48 and this 40 and this 40 piece. Not seeing a height for them, but I'm assuming that is 6. Come up here 6, and then we draw in the 40, draw in the 48 actually, 24 to the left. '24, and then we put in our 40, 20. And we put in our 20. Alright, so that's the cutout piece, which is in. I have not drawn the slanted pieces or slanted ends on it. Now remember that the end view is what is assembled. So I'm just going to move it a little further across because these two pieces are pretty close to one another. And I'm just going to draw on this piece now. That's by 80. So we come across here 40. Oh, it lines up flush. That's interesting. So for our end view, I have just drawn across the piece at the bottom. Everybody following so far? Alright, and the last thing that I'm going to do is just assemble this part here, which is the mounting spindle. So we have here M20. So that hole there was what? That's M20 already. So we just need to put it in here. Alright, so I'll probably just drop in it from the 35. Let's see how long this is. So that's 38. So I'll offset 3. Alright, so what I've done here is I'm going to put this flat thick piece here on the top. So this is diameter 40. Oh, we have diameter 40 already. So it's the same size. It's the same size as this. Alright, so that means then that we just need to project this out. Alright, so the height of that piece, they do not, 78, subtract, 70, so the measurement of that is 8. 35 and 35 is 70. From the 78 gives us 8. So we just offset 8 going up. And we come up here to draw in our circle, which is a sphere, diameter 20. So it doesn't give a height for the center of that, so I'm going to assume it's 20 going up. So we've just put in our sphere, and I think we've just drawn the bottom piece, which is the 35 coming down. And this assembly, as I said, we'll just stop here with it. In the end view, this piece will look the same, right? Because it's cylindrical. So the only thing that I'm going to do now with this piece is draw it in the end view. So even though the end view still has a little work to do, we have here, just to identify some of the pieces, we have here, which is the base. The base is over here. We're missing the hidden detail in the end view. Outside of the base, we then have the body, which is coming up. So we have the body here. Everybody's clear on this? And then we have the spindle, which is at the top. Spindle is in place. And we will stop the video. The only thing that I need to mention is the question that I missed, which is the dimensions. So it asks for 6 main dimensions. I only have to include those dimensions now.